How does JavaScript strict mode affect scope? Imagine writing code that suddenly behaves differently without warning. That's what strict mode does in JavaScript. It makes your code safer and clearer by changing how scope works. Let's see how it impacts your functions and asynchronous code. First, strict mode requires you to declare all variables before using them. If you forget to use var, let, or const, JavaScript throws an error. This stops accidental global variables from sneaking into your code. It's like having a safety net that catches mistakes early. When working with functions, strict mode makes sure variables inside a function stay inside unless explicitly shared. This keeps your code predictable and easier to debug. Strict mode also changes how eval works. Normally, eval can create new variables in the surrounding scope, which can be confusing. But in strict mode, eval creates its own scope bubble. Variables inside eval don't leak outside, making your code more secure. This is especially helpful when you're working with asynchronous functions that run in different scopes. It prevents unexpected variable conflicts and keeps your code tidy. Another big change is that strict mode disallows the with statement. The with statement can change the scope chain dynamically, which makes it hard to tell where variables are coming from. By banning with, strict mode simplifies scope resolution. This helps JavaScript engines optimize your code better and makes your code easier to understand. Inside functions, strict mode also affects the this keyword. When you call a function without a specific context, in strict mode this becomes undefined. Without strict mode, this would point to the global object. This change prevents accidental modifications to the global scope and encourages safer coding practices. In summary, strict mode enforces explicit variable declarations, isolates eval scope, disallows ambiguous with statements, and changes how this behaves in functions. These rules make your code more reliable and easier to manage, especially when working with functions and asynchronous code. Turning on strict mode at the start of your scripts or functions is a smart move. It helps you avoid common pitfalls and keeps your scope management clear and consistent.